worry that could hurt rather than help minorities.
We're following breaking news from Newport News. That's where 2 people are dead after a shooting in broad daylight at a restaurant. Good evening, I'm Deanna Betaneschi. Stephanie and Laura have the night off. 10 on your side's Gina Revelo has been live at the scene all afternoon. Gina, what's the latest out there?
Deanna, we just learned from police that those 2 victims are 62 years old and 55-year-olds. We know that they are 2 males, but right now they have not been identified just yet. Now, police tell us they were shot inside Dunn's River Restaurant, which is a Jamaican and Caribbean restaurant here off of Jefferson Avenue. The parking lot is still taped off while police and detectives investigate what exactly happened here. Now, this happened just after 1:15 this afternoon. Police received a call for a shooting. When officers got here, they found 2 victims with gunshot wounds inside the restaurant, and they were pronounced dead at the scene. The victims have not been identified yet, but police say again that they are 2 males ages 62 and 55 years old, and 1 person is detained at the moment.
We want to say our hearts go out to the family. I can't imagine how tough it is right now for them. We want to thank the citizens around the area about giving a great description of the possible subject involved. Officers were able to detain a subject very quickly.
Now, there were a couple of people inside the restaurant when that shooting happened. I spoke to one witness who says the suspect walked right beside her before that shooting happened. We're going to hear from her coming up later tonight on Wavy News at 10 and 11. For now, reporting live in Newport News, Gina Arevalo, 10 on your side.
Gina, thank you. A Florida man accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of bikes in Virginia is now behind bars in Idaho. Police say he was caught by a pawn shop owner in that state trying to sell a rental van full of other stolen bikes. Bradley Kernschild is accused of stealing thousands of dollars in high-end bikes in James City County. Now, Kernschild is in jail thousands of miles away in Boise, Idaho. Back on July 24th, James City County police say Kernschild stole 4 bikes valued at $20 grand from Trek Bikes on Monticello Avenue. According to police, he borrowed them and was supposed to return them the next day, but never did. Police in Idaho say Virginia wasn't his only target.
As far as we know right now, he was wanted in California, Nevada, Washington, Colorado, Virginia, Florida, and North Carolina. And in the past 2 weeks alone, he has pawned over 40 high-end bicycles from across the United States.
On Monday, police say Kernschild showed up at Sam's Locker, a pawn shop in Boise.
Showed up with a U-Haul full of $2,000 to $5,000 bikes.
He says Kernschild said he was closing down a bike shop and wanted to sell the bikes. But the owner of Sam's Locker got a bad feeling and called the owner of Score Outdoors to get advice.
As I was inspecting the bikes, I realized at the end of it that there was a bike shop's name sticker on the bottom of one of the bikes. So I pulled my phone out and called them, and immediately that manager said those bikes are stolen from our shop.
Police were notified and Kernschild was arrested a few blocks away. Police in Idaho say those stolen bikes were from Washington, but they were able to track pawn shop databases, which allowed police to find where he allegedly pawned other items before. Police in James City County say 2 bikes were recovered at a pawn shop in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Investigators are still searching for evidence and answers in Texas and Ohio as those grieving communities begin the painful and emotional task of saying goodbye to 31 people killed in 2 mass shootings. The first was in El Paso, and that's where NBC's Jay Gray has been following the story.
5 days later, the emotions are still raw, the pain overwhelming.
It's got to stop. It's just got to stop. How many more of us do we have to die?
In Texas and Ohio right now, there is the same lingering question. Why? Investigators say the killing spree in El Paso was fueled by racist hate. His family writes the suspect was apparently influenced and informed by people we do not know and from ideas and beliefs that we do not accept or condone in any way. An attorney representing the family has confirmed to NBC News that his mother called police weeks before the attack, concerned he owned an assault-style weapon. But because he was 21, there was nothing officers could do. In Dayton, a newly released 911 call gives voice to the terror during the attack.
There were shots and everybody laid down and I don't know where my friends are.
The family of the alleged gunman who killed his sister before he was gunned down by police say they are shocked and devastated. An ex-girlfriend says there were warning signs.
Voices told him to harm others. He was afraid that he would end up harming others, which is absolutely haunting now.
As both grieving communities now begin
And it's been hurting.
the overwhelming task of burying their dead. Jay Gray, NBC News, El Paso.
A jury convicted a woman for a deadly shooting in Newport News. After a two-day trial, 21-year-old Shannon Hodges was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. She was found not guilty on other charges she faced. Authorities say she shot and killed 19-year-old Denzel Abish on Cox Landing back in 2017. United States Marshals arrested her in Hawaii in June of last year. Sentencing is scheduled for November. The funeral for Commissioner Hughes Melton, a top Virginia health official, will be this weekend. He died in a serious car crash last week. The crash also killed an 18-year-old girl. Before becoming the commissioner of the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services, Dr. Melton worked at the health department, was a family doctor, and served in the military. Close colleagues say Melton always tried to figure out the best ways to make sure all Virginians had access to mental health services and the right care.
He had a passion for telling the Southwest story and teaching folks that policy looks different and the services that are provided look different depending on where you are in the Commonwealth.
Melton leaves a long legacy of service to others and encouraged all to keep working for the greater good. Funeral services are in Bristol on Sunday. Have you seen these men? The York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office is looking for them in connection to a larceny investigation. Investigators say credit cards were stolen from cars in York County last month and then used at locations in Newport News, including the Target where this security camera picture was taken. Call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP if you recognize these men. A Connecticut man contracted flesh-eating bacteria that ended with doctors removing his leg. Bruce Kagan says a small cut caused by a shopping cart at work is why he's now at a health center recovering. A couple days after the cut, the 68-year-old says he went to Hammonasset Beach State Park to dip his feet in the water. Days after that, he was delirious, could barely walk, and his leg was turning black and bleeding. He was rushed to the hospital. Doctors diagnosed him with flesh-eating disease, and despite several surgeries, he lost his leg.
Begin to develop redness, fever, increasing pain locally. That's an indication to contact your healthcare provider and let them make a decision about how serious it is or not.
Medical experts say while it's relatively rare, the bacteria can get into open wounds from ocean water, and they recommend those with compromised immune systems and the elderly to wait until skin injuries have healed before going into the ocean. Kagan says despite how bad the infection looked on his leg, he never felt any pain. He will eventually need to get a prosthetic leg. Coming up on Wavy News 10 at 6, concrete confrontation. A pile is rising in Virginia Beach, so 10 on your sides. Andy Fox chased down the owner. Wait until you see what happened. Plus, domestic terrorism. New at 5:30, why the FBI is trying to change the rules when it comes to prosecuting the crime. And they're off. For the first time in years, horse racing is back at Colonial Downs. Saddle up as we take you there next.
And we have conditions tonight that are gorgeous out there. We have a few passing clouds as we look over the Lynnhaven Inlet right now in Virginia Beach. A nice evening to be outside. A preview of your weekend looks great. We'll have temperatures in the 80s, but tomorrow is the day we could see storms. That's for Friday. I'll show you what we have in store for tomorrow coming up.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 5:30. Heroes left behind.
We've been knocked down over and over and over again. We're human beings. Our families are human beings. We deserve better.
Angry veterans take on the government for benefits. Tonight at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Breaking news tonight.
Lester Holt.
Are you afraid Iran is playing with fire? What's it like to see them here celebrated as heroes?
This is what it means to be American.
The most trusted TV news anchor in America.
That's Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt.
It's time to redecorate during the summer sale at Williamsburg Wicker and Patio. Big discounts on a huge selection of indoor, outdoor, porch, and sunroom furniture. Open 7 days a week, 1.5 miles past the Pottery in Norge, or online at williamsburgwicker.com.
When it comes to money, smart wins. That's why we offer smart online tools to help you save for a down payment on a home, fund your child's education, or grow your nest egg. Hands-on games that teach students about money management. And we offer workshops for members, community organizations, and even local businesses, because everyone deserves to live happy, healthy, and financially wise. To learn more, visit bayportcu.org. Smarter banking for life.
Upgrade your home fast and save with 50 Floor. 60% off all carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. Offer ends at the end of the month, so call now. Plus, save an extra $100 with promo code MAKO.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Uncle Nick here from Uncle Nick's Premium Meats. I've always been committed to the community and always will be, providing top quality meats at affordable prices. From seafood to the premium cuts of beef, we have it all. The bull stops here at Uncle Nick's Premium Meats.
It's time to redecorate during the summer sale at Williamsburg Wicker and Patio. Big discounts on a huge selection of indoor, outdoor, porch, and sunroom furniture. Open 7 days a week, 1.5 miles past the Pottery in Norge, or online at williamsburgwicker.com.
Get a drain cleaning for only $99.
Michael and Son. The wait is over. Live horse racing is back in New Kent County after 5 years. Colonial Downs launched a 15-day race meeting today. Pre-race activities started this afternoon at 4, and races just started in the last 30 minutes. More than 300 horses will race at the track through September 7th. It's all part of the Colonial Downs Group's $300 million investment. It's expected to bring 900 new jobs to Virginia. You'll see a lot more lifeguards at the oceanfront today. That's because the Jersey Mike's 2019 USLA Lifeguarding Championships are happening. More than 1,000 men, women, and young lifeguards are competing this year. They're competing in the water and beach course events that challenge their life-saving skills. Lifeguards competing in the events range from age 9 to 75. Things kicked off yesterday with the junior lifeguard competitions. The competition continues through Saturday at the oceanfront. Coming up on Wavy News 10 at 5:30, domestic terrorism. The term has come up a lot lately after the recent mass shootings. The debate over writing new laws to make it a crime. And everyone likes something for free. Coming up, we'll show you who can get into the zoo at no cost.
Ready to go when you are.
Wow, you look nice. Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
Call today for this month's offer.
It's the Honda Summer Spectacular event. That means more euphoric feelings that come from getting a great deal on a Honda CR-V or HR-V. Or from getting a Pilot or Passport. All part of 2019's best SUV brand. Hurry in today and experience the joy for yourself.
Get a great deal on the Honda Pilot, part of 2019's best SUV brand, at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
Ocean Breeze is the one where you get nearby water park fun. With every kind of water that moves you. Get soaked on thrilling water slides. Chill out on Adventure River. Take a dip in our giant wave pool. And the kiddies love our water playground. You'll never pay for parking. And there's extra time for even more fun. Ocean Breeze, with every kind of water that moves you. Save time and money when you buy online. Park open daily.
Put your money where the rate is at Dollar Bank.
Wish we could afford to buy new furniture.
You can't afford not to.
What is this?
It's your breakthrough from Conn's Home Plus. Conn's Low Payment Finder finds the lowest payment tailored to you, good credit or building credit. So you can turn this 70s retro flashback into the hippest house on the block.
Wow.
Okay, here I'm thinking bay window.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 5:30.
Chopper 10 flying high above the Elizabeth River Ferry, making its way to the Portsmouth side. It's a gorgeous day to be on the water, but changes are coming. Meteorologist Jeff Edmondson has your forecast in just 2 minutes. The recent mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton have people talking about domestic terrorism. There's no specific law in the books, and now the FBI wants to change that. But some civil rights groups are pushing back. Alexandra Limon from our Washington, D.C. bureau shows us who this could affect the most.
I'm very glad that the Department of Justice and the FBI are treating this as domestic terrorism.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz is talking about the El Paso shooting. But right now, federal prosecutors cannot actually charge someone with domestic terrorism. The FBI Agents Association wants Congress to make domestic terrorism a federal crime.
We need to make sure we can do all we can to deter individuals and hold accountable any individuals in the United States who are seeking to bring terror against our fellow citizens.
California Congressman Eric Swalwell supports the effort.
I'm concerned that right now minorities are being targeted by white nationalists.
But some civil rights groups worry that a federal domestic terrorism law could actually hurt communities of color. Nadia Aziz from the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under the Law says the criminal justice system is inherently biased and points to drug laws as an example.
There's no evidence that black communities and communities of color use drugs any more frequently than other communities, yet they are always the ones that are targeted.
Aziz argues we don't need a new domestic terrorism law.
There's over 50 charges, I think maybe even 57 charges that can be used in acts of mass violence that meet the definition of terrorism.
She says hate crime laws cover acts of domestic terror, and the El Paso shooting is already being investigated as a hate crime. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Jeff Edmondson.
Well, hopefully your Thursday's been going well. We have nice dry conditions outside. Thankfully, we don't have the big storms coming through tonight. But here's a view at the Outer Banks, Cape Hatteras right now. This view here, courtesy of surfline.com. Gorgeous night to be sitting out at the beach with the clear skies that we have. Really pretty out there right now. Waves are up too, and the waves are forecasted to be higher into the day tomorrow. Our partners at Surfline saying that the waves will be 3 to 4 feet Cape Hatteras tomorrow, meaning that conditions will be fair to good. Water temperatures are warm. Go take advantage of it if you can. Today we had temperatures that topped out in the 90s across our area. It looks likely tomorrow we'll see our high temperatures close to that. 91 degrees was the high temperature today. The morning low temperature 71. A lot of humidity. There's a lot of moisture in the air. You probably had a very wet ground again this morning, that dew. We'll see that again tomorrow. I wouldn't expect that to change at all. So a lot of dew out there into the morning hours as temperatures cool off. It's 89 was the high temperature today in Chesapeake. Now our temperatures are a little cooler, but not much compared to our highs from today. Some storms, showers across parts of the Outer Banks earlier near Rodanthe, just north of Rodanthe, near Pea Island, really, in the Oregon Inlet is where we had that quick passing shower. That's it. We're looking dry and calm everywhere else. There's another storm system, though, that I'm watching. There's actually 2 of them right now. There's one that's over Oklahoma with this stationary boundary, and there's this big bubble of heat that's developing across the southeastern part of the country, kind of affecting our weather, too. And then we have this next cold front, which is producing some big storms ahead of it. You can see a few watches issued ahead of that main line of storms and that cold front. So that's what we're looking forward to tomorrow. The heat down to the south that we're tapping into, 90 degrees right now. We're just on the edge of it, plus that cooler air. Look at Pittsburgh at 71. That cooler air that's going to slam into it tomorrow could help to fire off a few more storms. Now, the good news is long term, there's cooler air across the upper Midwest right now. We're going to see that slide into the region for the weekend. So the weekend is looking nice. Tomorrow's still hot. 90 to 91 degrees or so, 92 in Elizabeth City. Winds will be fairly light, but they will be out of the west tomorrow. Mostly around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Eastern Shore, I have your temperature a little cooler. That breeze off the bay and the water should really keep your temperatures a bit cooler for your area, as you'll have a little bit stronger winds. But there are storms in the forecast for tomorrow, though. Not in the morning, totally dry in the morning. We'll see a few passing clouds, but I'm really expecting a lot of blue skies and sunshine as we start our Friday tomorrow. But watch the radar around 3 o'clock. If you're looking on our app and you see on the radar storms that are near Richmond, that should be around 3 o'clock. That's a good proxy. If they're at that point, then the forecast is looking pretty accurate for tomorrow, meaning that we could see storms rolling into Williamsburg and the peninsula around 5 p.m., into the south side around 6 o'clock. Eastern Shore, it kind of looks like it misses you right now, but don't assume that it's going to be totally dry. You could still see a few stray showers moving through your region. So really over the south side around 7 p.m. or so, we'll see the storms moving into northeast North Carolina a little bit after that. Basically, before sunset, we all have a chance to see storms tomorrow, and then after sunset, they'll dissipate. They're not going to last that long, just for an hour or two, and then they'll start to move out of the area and clear out for the weekend ahead. We'll be looking at temperatures this weekend near 84 degrees Saturday and Sunday with partly cloudy skies. Really nice. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, it heats up a bit. We'll still have a lot of sunshine there. And then Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a few chances for showers and thunderstorms.
Next at 5:30, a local historic house and museum needs your help. An update on big storm damage and the efforts to clean it up.
And I'm Chris Horn. Next on Wavy News 10 at 6.
It's the gateway of Virginia Beach, 264 heading east towards the ocean front, and this is one of the first things you see. Well, we saw it, and now we're asking questions about it.
And our special report about local veterans not getting their benefits. See what happened when Jason Marks brought their issues to light. What every military member and their family need to see. Plus, an update on breaking news in Newport News. 2 men shot and killed at a restaurant. I'll see you at 6.
Kelly's Construction, Wavy siding and trim expert on your side.
Need to get out of your timeshare? Tired of paying escalating maintenance fees? National Service will get you out, guaranteed. Reserve your spot at an upcoming free seminar in Virginia Beach or Hampton. Seating is limited. Call now. 757-654-4884.
It's the sizzling summer clearance sale at Graham Furniture. Get 60% off clearance items and floor samples store-wide. All non-clearance items are 30% off. And everyone gets credit at Graham. The hottest savings now through Monday at Grand Furniture.
Battery power, made by Steel. One battery, multiple tools. Right now, get a battery trimmer or battery blower at just $199.95. Visit steeldealers.com.
It's back to school time, and at Kroger, we've got more ways to save, like great sales on their favorites, digital coupons, and fuel points too. So saving is easy.
We know you have a lot of choices when it comes to your education. It's time to make Thomas Nelson your first choice. We believe learning should be personalized to fit your needs. 50 years ago, we opened our doors to provide Peninsula residents access to a high-quality education. Today, Thomas Nelson continues that tradition and offers an education that is personal, affordable, flexible, and local. Make Thomas Nelson your first choice. Success. It's closer than you think.
So this is how it all went down. When I was a kid, my mom would always say, Kelly, you talk to everybody. It's like every day is the Kelly Clarkson show. Then the other day, I'm in the studio asking a lot of questions, and my engineer says, what is this, like the Kelly Clarkson show? Then I'm at a play date where the super cool mom says, you should totally have a show. And I'm like, shut up, but in like a nice way. And then her daughter, who's like the cutest thing ever, says, it's like there's always been a Kelly Clarkson show, but now it's on TV. And I'm like, totally.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, premiering September 9th at 5 on Fox 43.
Need to get out of your timeshare? Tired of paying escalating maintenance fees? National Service will get you out, guaranteed. Reserve your spot at an upcoming free seminar in Virginia Beach or Hampton. Seating is limited. Call now. 757-654-4884.
The Hunter House Victorian Museum in Norfolk needs your help to repair major storm damage. We first showed you the problem Tuesday from Drone 10. A massive tree fell on the historic home. Now, museum managers say their insurance will not cover the cost to fix everything, so they're turning to you for help. There's a GoFundMe account to raise money. All contributions are tax deductible. If you're interested in giving, head over to wavy.com. We're on your side with a scam alert from the Dare County Sheriff's Office on the Outer Banks. Deputies say someone has been calling, pretending to be from the Social Security Administration. The scammer on the other end of the phone asks for people's Social Security numbers and personal information. If you get one of these calls, hang up. Then call the Dare County Sheriff's Office to report it. The number is 252-473-3444. Coming up on Wavy News 10 at 6, Andy Fox is sprinting to get answers. Find out what it has to do with this huge eyesore in Virginia Beach. But first, find out who can get a great deal at the zoo.
Save up to 65%. Call 1-800-BEACHES.
I'm Josh Reed, your local Window World owner. I really like being able to help people make their house the home that they envision. We can do window siding doors, garage doors, all the different options you would want to make your house the exact dream home that you envision. We can make that vision a reality for you.
What should you expect from the perfect dentist? Everything. Konikoff Dentistry takes a forward-thinking approach to your dental care by providing a full range of specialty services in practice. We offer everything from general dentistry to endodontics, pediatric care, even oral surgeons, all with your total wellness in mind. We're here to give you and your family convenient, superior care. Call today and discover the Konikoff difference. The future of dentistry begins with us.
Priority was born in 1999 with 2 small dealerships in Chesapeake. Our goal was simple, to be the best at putting customers first. Our journey continues today with 26 dealerships and thousands of Priorities for Life customers. Now we're celebrating our 20th year with a huge anniversary sale. 0% interest at every dealership and up to 150% of book value for your trade. Visit your favorite Priority dealership now for their anniversary specials. And thank you for 20 great years.
There's no place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be.
There's no partner I'd rather have for Cindy Crawford Home than Rooms to Go. We work with our designers to create stylish pieces, gorgeous room packages, and great looks for every room in your home. We believe you don't have to spend a lot of money to have great style. You just have to know where to shop. Come see what's new from my collection, exclusively at a Rooms to Go showroom near you.
Join me this Friday for our Operation School Supplies drop-off event. I hate this bed.
Time for a breakthrough from Cons Home Plus. Just need to use the Cons Low Payment Finder. Good credit or building credit. We'll find the lowest payment tailored to you.
Is this the world's best sandwich? Nope. Lance's real peanut butter between 2 toasted crackers is the best. Pick up Lance sandwich crackers now in bite-sized minis.
All new at 5:30, senior citizens can get into the zoo for free on certain days this month. Chopper 10 was above the zoo this afternoon. The giraffes were out playing in the yard. Every Wednesday in August, visitors 62 and older won't have to pay to see the animals. You just have to show your ID. Seniors can also save big on year-round zoo memberships. Stay with us. Wavy News 10 at 6 is next.
Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
Breaking news, a deadly double shooting at a Newport News restaurant. We're live with the latest on the investigation. A massive pile of concrete at Virginia Beach.